All right, ladies and gentlemen, D-Class personnel, everybody settled in? Today we're going to be looking at SCP-484, Object Class, Safe. Special Containment Procedures. All samples of SCP-484 reserved for testing must be secured in Pharmaceutical Locker AG. This testing pool should include at least 20 doses of any particular form of SCP-484, or 50% if fewer samples exist. All other samples are currently stored in Secure Storage Room 112-. All personnel of clearance level 3 and below must have written authorization from a level 4 staff member to access SCP-484. Any staff member currently researching SCP-484 may not interact with any 05 personnel until the conclusion of their research and a thorough toxicology screening and search of their office space and home. If any staff member of any security level is found to have appropriated SCP-484 without authorization or outside experimental parameters, they are to be reprimanded and reassigned, with the stolen SCP-484 returned to containment. Description: SCP-484 is a pharmaceutical of unknown origin originally discovered in use as a street drug in urban areas throughout the world. Interrogations of dealers has put a tentative first release around June 2000 in Norway. As with most street drugs, the physical form of SCP-484 varies greatly from sample to sample. SCP-484 is generally found in pill form, though at least 2 types have been powders with a rapidly dissolving gel pack. Reports of a transdermal patch were received, but no sample has been obtained to date. SCP-484 has a number of street names, with the most common being V, Vic, Vicar, and Care, each revolving around the word vicarious. Phrasal slang includes any mention of memories or remembering, and name code uses V names like Victor or Vivian. Unlike most street drugs, all samples of SCP-484 are nearly chemically identical. Most illegal drugs vary by manufacturer and contain impurities and additives, but other than cosmetic appearance, SCP-484 samples are identical. The only explanation for this is that all samples come from the same source. Why there is such a cosmetic variation is unknown, though researchers believe it is to disguise SCP-484 as a simple street drug. This also explains how a pharmaceutical with the level of sophistication demonstrated by SCP-484 reached the open market without precursors or public notice in its development. All known organizations capable of manufacturing SCP-484 are being investigated in order to determine the source. The logo seen on many iterations of SCP-484 is a tilted square with 8 dots within, though no companies with similar logos are anywhere near capable of producing such a chemical. The dealer questioned in Interrogation Report 484-A33 seemed genuinely unaware of the drug's origin, despite repeated and vigorous methods of interrogation. When ingested, SCP-484 is absorbed and causes the brain to produce a chemical compound previously unknown. Researchers have named the compound. The compound is extremely volatile and breaks down almost immediately if extracted from the brain. Subjects experience rapidly increasing brain activity and pupil dilation. When a subject exposed to SCP-484 makes eye contact with an unaffected person, a form of telepathic connection will be established between the two subjects. The subject having ingested SCP-484 will begin to experience hallucinations of the other subject's memories. The degree of vividness and duration of these hallucinations increases with the amount of SCP-484 taken. The unexposed subjects enters semi-hypnotic state. Repeated use of SCP-484 builds a familiarity with the hallucinations, and certain subjects have been able to move through a subject's memory at will, similar to a lucid dreamer altering a dream. At higher dosages, the victims began to lose the memories test subjects described viewing, forgetting all or part of the memory. This memory loss was accompanied by intense migraines and psychological trauma, chiefly feelings of loss and violation, though the subjects were unable to describe what exactly was lost. It was later revealed that a subject using SCP-484 at high dosages actually appropriates the memories and adds them to his or her own memories. There seems to be no limit to the number of memories a subject can absorb, and existing memories are not overwritten. This data is corroborated by Interrogation Report 484-A33, though all answers from this report must still remain suspect. Testing allowed several subjects to have their memories from childhood to the present completely erased and absorbed by other test subjects. Those absorbing the memories reported initial discomfort and confusion by the double memories, but all those absorbed seem as real and personal as the subject's original memories. These memories seem to be maintained as long as the subject's memory is not damaged by some other chemical or trauma. The risk SCP-484 poses to information security is high, and as such, its tight regulation is vital. Research is ongoing into using SCP-484 in multiple fields. If properly controlled, it could be used to extract unwanted memories of security breaches or traumatic experiences. Permission is currently pending for use of SCP-484 with various memetic hazards. Priority is given to experiments concerning SCP-484's use in advanced espionage and information security. Addendum. Excerpt from Interrogation Report 484-A33. Interrogator, Dr. Assigned by Agent Supervisor, Dr. Subject, Crimson Andrew, detained drug dealer from USA. All right, so here is an excerpt from the audio log that I've procured for all of you. I'm only going to play it once, so pay attention.
So you still maintain that you were never involved in the manufacture of this drug?
Done told you that already.
Indeed you have, yet I remain unconvinced. Do you think another session with Agent would change my mind?
Fuck you. Do whatever you want. Don't change nothing. Just kill me already and get it over with.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now please describe what it's like to use SCP-484, if you could, please.
When you drop Vic, man, it's like nothing else. I've tripped on anything I could get my arm up my nose, down my gut. Nothing was ever like Vic.
The hallucinations were more vivid?
Sorta. It's not like that, though. When you're on a trip, you know it. You know, at least somewhere, that the walls aren't really melting, you know. But on Vic, no matter how weird it gets, you know it's real. Everything you see is like you're doing it. And afterwards, it's like you've done it from the beginning. It doesn't bother me to have to take it away from someone. It lets me have a better life, better history.
Better? Elaborate.
Well, check this. You remember being a kid. How happy simple shit can make you. New toy, climbing a fucking tree, just playing, whatever. Well, Vic lets you experience that again and again. And every time it's different, but it stays with you.
How do you mean?
Well, you remember your 5th birthday?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Just fuck, do you remember it or not?
Yes, I do.
Well, how was it?
I really don't.
How the fuck was it?
It was very nice.
Yep, usually are. You know how many 5th birthdays I've had? 38. I remember one where my dad, or some bitch's dad really, but he's my dad when I remember it. Not like, looks like my dad, he's a big fat but it's still like it's mine, you know? Anyway, my dad got me a fucking pony. Who really does that? It's like a joke or something from TV. You know, no one really does that, but my dad did. That's the purest joy I've ever felt. No jealousy, no fear, nothing tainting it, no hangover afterward. Pure, simple joy.
How poetic.
Yes, it is. Anybody since my real dad, I mean, especially since he never gave me nothing but a good ass whoop when the beer ran out at night. When the Vic, when I got to Vic, I got 1,000 happy memories to make the bad ones less important. Gonna come in handy soon, I bet.
How's that exactly?
Well, when you people kill me, it sure as hell ain't gonna be my shitty life flashing before my eyes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That was SCP-484. Dismissed.